up, gang? Hey man, this your boy CJ. Hey, thank you guys for tuning in. If you are new to the channel, like, subscribe, join the CLG community. Link is in the comments, link is in the description. 7-day free trial, have nothing to lose. It's either you adapt or you get left behind. Join the CLG community. For all my guys in Miami, it is tonight. We finna turn up, we finna have a good old time. And without further ado, let's jump right into this video.
Let's talk about how men have adapted to the changes that have come in the dating landscape with women. So in the last 60 or 70 years, since we've had feminism come onto the scene and we've had the sexual revolution, one of the things that women often say is how evolved they have become and how free they are and empowered they are and all of the things that they can do and own and be and have. But what's happened with men? A lot of women criticize the fact that men are not welcoming to all of this evolution, but in fact, they have adapted and women don't like it. It's interesting that women want to evolve into these totally new creatures, but they want to see men stay the same. They want to keep men in the protector and provider box. But women get to be in all of the boxes. So ladies, here is a harsh reality. Men are adapting to the changes that they see in modern day women. And a lot of them are just opting out. A lot of them are making the decision that, they don't want to show up as a traditional man to a new age modern woman because that just doesn't benefit them the same. It doesn't hit the same. So you need to understand that men are going to evolve too. They are going to become less masculine. They're going to become more egalitarian. And a lot of you and your true nature is not going to like it.
It's not who's the strongest. It's not the fastest. It's not the biggest. It's not the toughest. That's not the person who survives. The person who's most likely to survive is the person who's willing to adapt. So what happens is women, they fought for feminism, and maybe it wasn't women, maybe it was the government or somebody planted this goddamn battery in their pack. They fought for it. They wanted to be just like men. They got what they wanted, and now a lot of them are depressed. The reason why a lot of them are depressed is because when you try to become a man, it's going to be very hard to attract the man that you want. It's going to be extremely difficult to attract the man that you want and keep the man that you actually want. Because time and time again, I have friends that make good money. They stay in shape. They do all of this stuff like this. And time again, the women that want them outside of sleeping with that woman, they do not want the woman. I even find it myself the case. There's a lot of women that, I have no problem keeping a rotation. I have no problem hooking up with. I have no problem playing around with. But when they try to make it more serious, that's when I pull it back. Because outside of your beauty, looks, body, there's not much I want after that. And I try to give every woman a fair shake every time up front. So I never take the past baggage from another woman and put it on to another woman. What I do is I sit back, I listen, and I allow her to tell me everything that I need to know about her. She'll tell you about her past. She'll tell you how she operated. She'll tell you about the guy she hooked up with. She'll tell you about... So when I'm hearing all this stuff, I say, oh no, this girl she not built like that. You know what I mean? She's not built like that. So because I know she's not built like that, I'm having a great time with her. She's attractive. Her body's nice. She smells good. Okay, she can get me off. But outside of that, she wants me to be a traditional man for her, take care of her, move her in, pay her bills, which I can actually do. This is the crazy part. I can actually do that. I can afford that. You know what I mean? I'm doing it with my main. I can do that. But I hold that for the woman I feel is fit for that. Even if she's less attractive. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Even if she's less attractive, if she has those feminine qualities, I can do that if that was necessary. But guess what? I'm being honest with you guys. Me, my boys, very capable men. Even the 6'3" guy who's super ripped, looks maxed, all this stuff. Most of these guys dislike modern women. Because no man wants to date a man. No, let me repeat that, my bad. No heterosexual straight male wants to date a man. Even with the qualities of the person. Does that make sense? And what I mean by the qualities of the person is even if she looks like a beautiful, stunning model looking chick, if she acts like a man, no man wants to date her. And this is where women have went wrong. This is where they messed up. They tried so hard to be men, they became men. And now men are opting out. I've seen dime pieces. Remember the little TikTok chick I told you she can just push her face and get 3 million views on TikTok? She cannot keep a man to save her life. Every guy she goes on a date with, she finds out they seeing multiple women and da-da-da. Yes, woman. The man that you want is going to be seeing other women. Yes, he will be. Trust that. Especially when you're in your 30s, you're hot. You got the little fake tits and a nice big old booty. You go to the gym. You got the little Botox. You got the little stuff on your face. The girl's gorgeous. You know what I mean? And she spent money on her body. So she's nice looking. You know what I mean? But here's the thing. When ran through 3 or 4 like that, who knows every bouncer, who's friends with every guy, who's saying hi to every guy, and one of the guys that she likes, tries to take her on dates and stuff, she says, oh, she's holding out till marriage, or she's holding out till them niggas is still gonna get their rocks off. And I'm seeing this in real lifetime. I'm seeing this every day. I'm seeing gorgeous women can't keep a man. I'm seeing gorgeous women can't keep a man. The reason you can't keep a man because you acting like a man. And then you try to switch it up for the new man that come in your life after you done gave that little coochie to everybody. He know you gave that coochie to everybody. You know everybody. He know you gave the coochie to everybody. But now I gotta wait. Okay, well, you can wait. You can wait. I'm still gonna be hitting these other 304s. And you look like a 304. You get what I'm trying to say? And you move like them. So these other women that I'm knocking down, they really similar to you. They just probably younger and they giving up that coochie on the first date, second date, whatever case is, opposed to you talking about some you ain't gonna give it up until you in a committed relationship and all this stuff like that, even though you're already ran through. You're already ran through. So, yes, things have changed. It is what it is. Men have adapted. It is what it is. And for the men that don't adapt, like the Akashis of the world, who wanted to wait till he was a virgin to get married and then get played by his wife, who sat there and lied on that podcast after lie after lie after lie after lie after lie. I watched most of the podcast. I couldn't even get through the lies. And they giving her softball questions and she's still fumbling that. Because even if she was a virgin, but she wasn't, because she said she had men eating her out. She said she woke up with her booty hole sore. She was popping that little coochie. She's not a virgin. She wasn't in them frat houses being a virgin. She was sucking guys off. She was doing it all. So I doubt, maybe she might be a virgin in her coochie. Maybe she was giving up that booty hole. But at the end of the day, she wasn't a virgin. You know, these girls can lie all the time. So Akash, a guy who didn't adapt, who wanted to take the traditional route, which is be a virgin and marry. This is what his dumb ass don't understand. Even if his wife was a virgin, virgins don't like virgins. Virgins do not like virgins. Virgin girls usually don't like virgin men. Every girl wants the man that they're dealing with to be experienced in some way, shape, or form. Because men have to be leaders in order to get sex, even if you're in a relationship. If the man doesn't lead his girl, even if he's in a relationship with her, through sex, efficiently and effectively, sex won't happen. It's very rare. Now, sometimes it happens to me, but that's different. You get what I'm trying to say? But it's very rare a girl is just going to grab your dangling every time and just take it out and start doing what she do. It happens sometimes, but that happens when a girl's obsessed with you, but she became obsessed with you because you've always led. So sometimes she want to take that thing. She want it so bad, she want to just rip the thing out your pants and suck on it and throw that little coochie on there. Yes, that happens to me. Yes, it does. But it didn't happen to me initially. It didn't happen to me when I first met her. I had to lead things through. I had to make things happen. I had to fold that little cat. You get what I'm trying to say? So that's why girls don't like virgin men, because most virgin men is really soft for real. They really scary. They really can't lead nothing. They really can't make things happen. A real masculine man can make things happen. A real masculine man can lead things. A real masculine man, come on. You get the gist. So, it's up to you. What type of guy you want to be? You want to be the traditional guy, or you want to be the new age guy? Right? That's what CLG is teaching. CLG is teaching, hey, there's another side to this story. You know what I mean? And you can always check, you feel me, 7-day free trial. You can always check to see if the grass on the other side is greener. You understand where I'm coming from? Because there's another side to this story. You don't have to live traditional. These women ain't living traditional. These women will go in church and still not be traditional. I'm going to show you a video tomorrow where a chick was married in the church and she couldn't afford a therapist. So she told the pastor that she had an affair on her husband, and she's suing the pastor for telling her husband, because the pastor met her husband at the gym and said, your wife had an affair on you. And the pastor told her, you need to do the right thing under God and be honest with your husband. She decided not to. The pastor told the husband. She's suing the pastor for telling the husband. Now, if the roles were reversed and a girl did it to a guy, they would call it girl code. But what happens with women is they expect men to be quiet. And men usually are quiet. But the men that are quiet are the ones that are hitting. Now, if the pastor was getting some of that coochie, he wouldn't have told. Isn't that crazy? This be so dumb. Or if she would have told another woman, if the woman wasn't jealous of her man, she wouldn't have told. You get what I'm trying to say? That woman, if it's the right woman, that woman would have held the secret, because she cheat too. So these women want to act so non-traditional, but then they want the man to act traditional. And that's where the adaptation comes in. The adaptation comes in. You're beautiful. You're my type. I love putting dick in you. But you're a hoe, so I'm never going to take you serious. And yes, your life is going to be very fun through 18 to however long you can keep your beauty. But over the years, you're going to start to slowly see a decline in the man that you can get. See, what happens is girls peak high and then they just decline. And what happens with girls is they lose their mind when they get old, because they're no longer getting hit on. They are no longer getting hit on, and that's their dating strategy. Their dating strategy is to sit back, look cute, get hit on. I remember I seen this chick at the club, but I couldn't really see her really well. And she was like tall, slim, whatever the case is. And I hollered at her, got her number, and she was just super responsive. So we met up for a little drink or whatever the case is. Man, when I seen this chick again, she was so ugly, bro. And she was like 55, bro, but her whole face was just old. Like, she had a body. I don't know how she had that long, like, slender body. But when we was sitting like, I never talked to her again. Like, she wanted to hook up every day, bro. I couldn't even hook up. I drove her home. She's like, let's drive somewhere else. Let's look on let's sit in the car and look at the beach or something, like it was like some water or something. I did it, and I just did it for a little bit. I drove her ass on. I said, I can't do this. I couldn't even get here. Her face was so old in the face. Come to find out, she was a supermodel. She was a supermodel in her 20s. Like, traveling the world, getting paid, a real actual model in her 20s. She showed me pictures in her 20s. I was like, that girl's a bombshell. But now she 50, still single, living in a hostel, can't pay no goddamn, can't barely pay rent, can't do none of that stuff, living with several other girls, raggedy little Miami chick. And I was like, did I not see her face that night? It was so dark in that goddamn club. I couldn't even really see her face. I got her number quick, and I just remember her being really responsible. And she did have a banging body. She had, in the dress, the body looked nice. but the face was so ugly I couldn't do nothing with it. And the same thing just happened to my boy last night. My boy hit me up and he was like, damn, bro. He's like, that chick, I took a chick out, bro. Like the one, like we met together at the club. He's like, I finally took her out because she just was so responsive. And my girlfriend just kind of low-key broke up with me because I told her that she can't move in. So I decided to take this chick out. He said, bro, I don't know what happened from the club to meeting her in person. This bitch was a 3 in the face. She was a 3 out of 10. She was so ugly in the face. And she was telling me how I'm her perfect type. She only dates guys like me. Now, remind you, my homeboy got ripped, make a bunch of money, all this stuff. Like, you know what I mean? All these boxes. And this 3 in the face chick say, I only date guys like you. She older. She washed up. She got money. You get what I'm trying to say? She got money because she got a decent job. But she washed up. No man. Like, you know what I mean? No, she got no man. She got none of this. So on top of women being masculine, they're also picky. That's crazy to me. That is insane to me. But on the flip side, they don't want a feminine man. They want to be masculine, but they don't want a feminine man. I feel like if you're going to be masculine, you need a feminine man. If you want to do everything a man can do, you need a feminine man. You need to play the whole role. If you want a feminine man, you got to make him feminine. You got to pay his bills. You got to pay for every time you go out to eat, you got to pay. You got to send him a little money every now and again, put a little money in his pocket. You know what I mean? You got to initiate sex. If you want to do the masculine thing, if you want the feminism and you want to be men, we want to be men. If you want to do it, you got to go all the way. You got to hit on that nigga. You see that feminine ass nigga, you got to be like, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, homeboy? What's your name? You got to go the whole goddamn way. But this the thing about these women. They won't go all the whole goddamn way. They won't go the whole goddamn way. They won't go start to finish because they pussy. That's why I don't listen to women talk. It's a lot of people. I'll let a woman get off what she got to say because I know she pussy. It's a lot of dudes I let get off what they got to say. I be like, man, that nigga pussy as hell. Man, that nigga ain't about none of that shit. That nigga sound pussy, bro. I don't even fight niggas that I believe is pussy. You feel me? Unless it's push come to shove. And when I fight, who knows how that shit gonna end? Because at that point, once that switch flip, I don't give a fuck about nothing. Life, death, whatever. That in the wild, they fight to the death. Goddamn, gladiators fight to the death. That is a possibility. Goddamn. Matter of fact, it's actually the way it's supposed to be done. You understand what I'm saying? So, when I see women talk tough, I know they pussy for real. I done dealt with too many of them. They all pussies. They all act tough, act like they so strong and independent. Most of them bitches can't even pay rent if it wasn't for a man. They act tough, strong, living with roommates and shit because they ain't making enough money. The fuck I look like living with a motherfucking roommate? Nigga, if I was by myself, I'd still be. Since college, I still can live alone. What the fuck I look like? That fucking motherfucking bullshit, living with another fucking man and shit. What the fuck I look like? Unless it's my brother, unless it's my motherfucking, like, unless it's Andrew Tate, Tristan Tate type shit, like my motherfucking blood brother or some shit, and we drilling together or some shit. You feel me? Even then, I want my own little spot. Walk around naked and shit. That's how I roll, motherfucker. Walk around my motherfucking nuts hanging. But yeah, man, that's what I'm trying to tell you guys, man. It's either you get adapt or you get left behind, bro. It's either CLG or nothing, bro. Some guys is naturally CLG. Some niggas just wake up, they just naturally CLG. Some niggas, you know, they gotta work on themselves. I really don't give a fuck. To be honest, I think the guys that work on themselves, they appreciate it more. Because they remember the results they got when it was not that guy. And then they remember the results they got when they became that guy. You know what I mean? So there's more appreciation. Some niggas just born CLG, just is what the fuck it is. They don't even appreciate it enough. Some niggas is born CLG, and then they get so much results with women, then they try to switch it up and be a pussy for some reason because one woman got in their head. Like, one woman threw them off their block. One woman said, you need to be nicer, and he believed that bitch because he wasn't CLG, so he didn't know how to fight it, and then he went nicer because I told you about the story with one of my little rotation bitches. She was dealing with this guy back in high school, and the guy was a masculine asshole, and every girl was throwing this nigga pussy. Like, every girl was fucking with the nigga. I think his name was Max, some bullshit like that. Then all of a sudden, what ended up happening was he went to college, and he came back, and he was like apologizing to girls in high school, like, oh, I'm sorry if I was an asshole to you. You know, I had an epiphany in college. Maybe he took some drugs or some shit. You know, these niggas be taking fucking LSD, and they be like trying to be nice and shit. She act like she was cool with it, but all the girls he was fucking with, they all got together, and it was like, isn't Max changed? Did he change? Did he change? She's like, yeah, he's so unattractive now. The girls went behind his back and said, because he wanted to get soft and fluffy, and you know, he wanted to apologize for how he treated them in the past and all this shit like that, and how he had a rotation, not knowing that that's what turned him on in the motherfucking first place. So now Max running around here being a pussy motherfucker, and now he getting less results, and he don't know why. He probably go back, he probably thinking in his mind like, damn, in high school I had a whole bunch of hoes. Now that I'm switching to the nice feminine boy, you know, I sat down and he listened to a woman. That was his fucking mistake. He probably was dealing with a woman and he listened to her. See, I'll hear a woman. I let them get off what they get off. I don't believe shit they say. They haven't been through the life I've been through. They haven't had broken bones. They ain't been in fights. They ain't been on the football field. They ain't been ripped knees, injuries. They ain't been through the blood that I've been through. So, fuck them. Like, you feel me? I don't listen to most of what they got to say. They not like me, so I'm not gonna take their fucking opinion serious. So I hear what women say, but I don't listen. I don't like lock it in. I don't internalize it. Even the bitch that just started on this thing that I just did the reaction video to, man, I hear what this bitch say. I ain't listen to this bitch. This bitch old, washed up. Every old bitch washed up. Now she got an epiphany. Man, get the fuck out of here. It's too late now, baby girl. It's too late now. You get what I'm trying to say? I wish you had that epiphany when you was popping that pussy when you was at your height, your peak, when that skin was nice and tight and subtle. That ass was sitting right. That pussy was nice and clean. You get what I'm trying to say? Now you want to figure it out now and give it back to the young hoes. Them young hoes ain't listening to you. They too busy getting wrecked right now. They too busy getting wrecked and cheated on and crying and shit. And another thing women got to accept is they got to accept if they going to pick a high masculine guy that every bitch want, he's sharing that motherfucking dick, bitch. Unless he just don't know his worth, and I don't know, unless he just super disciplined or some shit. I don't fucking know. Maybe he just, unless he just the best liar. 9 times out of 10, these niggas just be liars for real. Ain't no nigga that's gonna go to the gym every day, get ripped, do all this, make money, grind, hustle just for one bitch, bro. That nigga grinding so he can support several families. He not grinding for one bitch, bro. He not doing it, bro. That nigga want hoes. You feel me? He might not even want several families. He probably just want one family and he want hoes. He still gotta take them hoes out every now and again. Shit. Still gotta pay for some gas money. Still gotta do something, goddammit. That nigga wants some hoes. That nigga don't want no motherfucking book of whoops. That nigga don't want one faithful bitch. Because that bitch probably not faithful. See, I call anything cheating. Bitch, if you texting another man, bitch, that's cheating to me. Because you bitches emotionally cheat. So, you don't got to be physical for me to even count cheating from a woman. If you texting hearts to a nigga, whatever. If you even texted a nigga, I don't give a fuck if that nigga gay. Bitch, you cheating. That's how I'm rocking with it. Hey, lock into the CLG. For real. You adapt to get left behind. Be the best money you ever spent in your life. For all my guys that's coming to Miami, that's happening tonight. We're going to turn up. We're going to have a good old time. You know what I mean? For all the guys that know, they know. And with that being said, I'm out. Peace.